Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of what you would think, probably. Pitching, certainly, I thought our pitcher threw excellent. Ryan Van Bell threw great. Kaiser came in, did his job, and Gates too as well. Um, Bottom line, it was a kind of a, for the most part, a well-played game. We made a few errors there and played balls the way we need to there, but you got to win close games, and you got to find a way to do that. They did it. We didn't. At the end of the day, it's one game. We got to turn the page and be ready to go. Still got a chance to win the series. So tomorrow's the most important game of the year.
Gino, what was the explanation you received in the bottom of the 10th on the interference call?
Yeah, he was not in the baseline. I don't have an angle, but some of our coaches thought that it was the right call. That happens. You don't realize how many times base runners run out of the baseline going up the line. The problem is you never know it because there's no throws from behind him. And any time a catcher makes a play and he's throwing up the line, just a lot of times the base runner just from where he's bunting, he's coming from the box. I'm talking about right-handed hitters and the way they come across. They really got to establish themselves to get in the baseline. You see that a lot, and it's a shame we're not trying to get a hit there. We just want to sack them over because we got some good hitters coming up and get them in scoring position. And, of course, it looked like it was going to be a big inning being first and third. But I'd have to see it again. But I'm just going by what some of the guys said. And that happens a lot. You just don't know it with hitters because you don't have a lot of throws coming up their backside from a catcher.
What do you tell Jenkins in a spot like that?
Well, I just told all the hitters, it's something that you really don't work on, but you probably should. And, of course, I told them that I'd take full responsibility because I'm, of course, the head coach. But I also handle the base running, and that's a base running mistake on our part. We've got to establish ourselves and make sure anytime a swing and bunt, any kind of bunt, and a throw is going to be coming up your backside like that was, you better establish yourself in the baseline. That umpire called it right away. I mean, it wasn't a delayed call. He saw it. It's right in front of him. He called it right away. I just asked if we could replay, which I thought we couldn't, and he told me that we couldn't, but it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think, if he wasn't in the baseline.
Gino, with what you're saying, do you think Tony was either trying to beat it out, or do you think he just by nature?
Oh no, you're going hard. No, you're going hard. Again, I mean, they still got to make a play, and even with the guys running in the baseline, it's still there's not a lot of room for error with the throw. So it's not, especially the more that ball's on the chalk line. I don't know how far over it was, but it was close, right? I think it was close, not on the chalk line, but it was close over there. So it's not a lot of room in that first bit. If it's going to be a bang play, it really makes it hard because the first baseman's trying to give a target, but it's the runner. There's only so much space you got to throw the ball. So, but if he's inside the line, then you got to make that call again. And it's just obviously a big play, and but I think it was the right call again. I have to see. But he was going hard. He's supposed to, all those things we want to do, and it's a sack bunt. But if for some reason they throw it away or he beats it out, that's just a bonus.
Coach, talk about what you saw from Brian on the mound side. 7 strikeouts and 9 strikeouts.
Just similar, Brian. Just he's amazing. He gets ahead of hitters. He's a strike thrower. He really wasn't up. It wasn't a pitch count thing because his pitch count we had at I think 95 or so is what we were going to have him at today. But he had some stressful innings. Of course, that one bases loaded with nobody out, and he minimized it and he ended up getting only giving up 1 run. And in that last inning, JD felt like, it just was a lot of pressure pitches, which is different than an easy inning when you got guys on base and you're really having to battle to get out of it. It takes a lot out of it. It takes more out of you than a normal inning maybe. So we just felt like that was probably a lot of stressful pitches in that last inning, the 7th inning, so that's why we took him out. But he only threw 83 pitches. Efficient. I mean, 83 pitches in 7 innings, that's really good. But that's him. He's a strike thrower. He does a great job.
Gino, what'd you notice from your guys at the plate, just the 3 hits?
Yeah, I would like to have seen us do a little bit better job there. I didn't think we swung the bat very well. I know the wind was blowing in, but that's still no excuse. We didn't square up. I mean, we squared up some balls. I shouldn't say that, but we were I'm looking at the numbers here. We were 1 for 12 with 2 outs, and 0 for 12 with runners on base, and 3 out of 11 innings we only had leadoff hitter on base. 3 out of 11 innings. That's not good if you want to be successful offensively. So, yeah, I thought our guys we'd come out swinging the bat a little bit better than that. But again, their pitching is usually always their strength, and they have good arms, and so we just got to turn the page and be ready to go tomorrow.
Coach, this is the 3rd straight disappointing loss you've had with the 2 leads last year and then tonight. Is it just frustrating for you guys that you can't get
You know,
over?
I haven't thought about that. I really haven't. Now that you say it, yeah, it is frustrating, but I haven't given it a thought. I really haven't. I mean, just trying to win games. I mean, I can't sit here and, dwell on, well, you can't beat Florida. I mean, I'm not dwelling on that. I mean, it was a good game. And so, I'm really not thinking about that. At the end of the day, we're here to win a national championship. We'd like to beat Florida. Certainly don't want to lose to Florida, but I'll take a national championship over anything. So losing to Florida, yeah, it stinks. It stinks losing. Period. I can't stand losing at all to anybody. So, but I'm not. It didn't even dawn on me to think about that. But now you got me thinking about it.
Anything else for Gino?
Yeah, just Chris going tomorrow. What are you expecting from him? What have you seen from him in the first outing?
Well, all the guys threw good in the first outing, and Chris was more efficient, and that's what we need because, the guys, I think one of the things that our starters, especially Slade and Chris last year, their pitch counts would get up. Being strikeout guys, that's going to happen, but they get up a little too much where, you fifth inning and you're looking to maybe bring somebody in after 5 innings. And so that was something good to see out of Chris last outing, that he was efficient, throwing a lot of strikes, getting ahead, and going after hitters. I think the wind's probably, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be blowing in all week. I don't know if it's going to be blowing as hard, but it's blowing in from what I saw. So you definitely want to make guys swing the bat. You don't want to be giving them freebies because it's hard. You saw some balls that were hit. They hit some balls hard that fell out of the sky. And, so you got to make sure they swing the bat.
All right. Thanks,
Okay,
Gino.
thank you.
Off? Yes.